Now, every single human being who is alive today or has at some point lived on this planet Earth has one thing in common, and that is this fundamental desire to stand out in some sort of avenue in this life. We all want something special about ourselves, we want to be special because that really boosts our self-confidence and self-esteem. However, standing out is not always that easy because life is not all black and white. There's a lot of gray matter, and all that gray matter really matters. Now, if you really take a deep dive inside yourself, then you will realize that all of us, literally all of us, not a single exception, every single one of us has been equipped with a certain talent, a certain skill, or a certain ability that is just waiting to be sharpened, like our inborn talents, our inborn abilities. And in case you're wondering what I have right here, I've got some rice with chickpeas and minced meat. So in Urdu that would be like chana pulao and some keema. Oh, I love it, man. So I'm gonna be enjoying this while having this chat with you guys, and I also have some tropical juice right here. Okay, so any talent, you can be born with literally any talent. You have people who can sing, you have people who are into music like since birth or since they're since they're small, since they're young. And then you have people who can socialize, who have this innate ability to really communicate with people and build a strong network around themselves. And then you have people who are born with the skill of entrepreneurship, right? They're always thinking outside the box, always trying to reinvent the wheel. You have these people, and you have these people who are poets, who have this ability to write. You have people who are dancers, who are naturally good at something. We all have those innate abilities in ourselves. Now, most of these abilities can be acquired, they can be learned, but still we have like some basic level of that skill inside of us which can be sharpened to a point where we can excel based on that one particular skill. And now one such skill is also academics, aka the ability to learn and acquire knowledge, right? The ability to memorize. That is also one important skill. And this, I would say, is probably relevant for most medical students. The ability to really, memorize books and get good grades on your exams and excel academically at school. That's one strong ability. Now, the point is that if you're struggling to stand out in medical school, then you have to listen to this point. And that's because the reality is that you have always been really good at academics, right? That has been your strength. Ever since high school, you were a high achiever. You did score better than most other people or most other students in your class. That's a fundamental reality as well. However, being good at academics was your thing, right? And now in medical school, you have 200 other students, let's say, in your batch who are also good at academics, right? If not smarter than you, they're equally smart as you. And that really makes it difficult to stand out, because now you have other people over there as well who have the same capabilities as yourself when it comes to academics, which is that one aspect of that one avenue where most medical students excel from childhood. And this is the most important thing we need to understand, that when a skill or a talent accumulates in one place, then that very skill or talent loses its value, because now that very talent or ability is not separating you from everybody else in the same place. Let me explain what I mean by that. So let's say you have 20 celebrities in one room at a party, right? Now that's not a big deal for those celebrities, because everybody over there is a celebrity, right? So they are not standing out from each other because all of them have the same status. All of them are good at, let's say, whatever, like acting, right? All of them are good at this one thing, and they're not really celebrities to each other. That's the point. And hence, being a celebrity is in that room is not special, and that one particular fact about them, right? That the fact that they are celebrities is not helping them to stand out in that room. It might be other things which might help them stand out, but being a celebrity surely is not one of them. And now, Take one of those celebrities and put them in a room full of normal people, and now all of a sudden that one celebrity will be the one who will be standing out, who will be the special one, right? Because now being a celebrity is not accumulated in one place. Now you have something special about yourself amongst many other people who do not have that thing. So when skills or certain characteristics accumulate in one place, they lose their value. That's a fundamental reality we need to understand. And that's why it's very, very important to ask yourself this question. Why do you want to stand out in medical school based on academics? Why do you have to stand out based on this one single avenue, and why can't it be anything else? Because, you know, it's really hard. Let's be open about this, because it's really hard to stand out in medical school when you have a lot of other students who are equally smart as yourselves, right? And then you need to study really, really hard. So, and hence, and even that won't guarantee that you will get a distinction or, you know, stand out amongst those students. So the question is, why does it have to be through academics? Why can't it be through any other avenue, any other skill? Because, you know, let's say you have to study 2 extra hours to stand out academically every single day. I wouldn't do that. I would rather spend those 2 extra hours on other hobbies, on other skills, acquiring other types of knowledge, you know, which can really help me stand out in some other avenue other than academics. So spend time with, I don't know, playing music, learn guitar, right? I have it right there. Learn the guitar, and now you will be, let's say, 2 or amongst 5 of those people who can play the guitar in a batch of 20 or in a batch of 200. Now you have already learned one thing which would help you stand out. And now use those extra 2 hours every single day instead of books. Use them on I don't know, learning to paint, learning to write poetry, write stories, or whatever that interests you, right? Dancing, it might be anything, you know, making content on social media, YouTube, whatever, TikToks. Do something, invest those 2 extra hours on something else rather than studying. Because if you really, you know, invest in academics and academics only, you won't really be diversifying your personality. And I think that's a huge issue when it comes to standing out, because if you don't really diversify your personality, it won't be easy to stand out. Now, I'm gonna be pretty honest with you guys. I'm not the smartest one in my class. There are other students who are way smarter than me, but at the same time, they also study way more than me. But I wouldn't do that. I would rather spend those extra 1 or 2 hours every single day on these things, on making YouTube content, or on learning the guitar, or doing any other skills which will help me stand out. And the reason why I'm able to stand out, I'm not trying to brag, but the reason why I'm able to stand out in my batch or in medical school at my university is because I'm doing something that nobody else is. I'm not trying to stand out in academics. I'm not trying to be the smartest person in my batch or be an A plus student on every single exam. I'm not trying to do that. I'm happy if I get a B or a C on an exam. I'm completely happy being average academically, but these other aspects of my personality are really helping me to stand out. And that is what we need to understand, that standing out does not mean that you have to stand out through the exact same avenue that you are used to standing out from since high school. Because in high school or in college, you were probably the only smart guy in the class, or the smart girl in the class, right? You had 30, 40 other students. Maybe they were getting like 80%, 70% on their exams, and you were the only one who's getting 95 plus, right? So that over there it was easy to understand, to stand out. But now you have 200 students in one batch who all had 95 plus in high school. So like, how will you stand out? And the answer is explore other avenues. And if you do this, I can literally promise you guys one thing. This will bring you much more satisfaction and much more happiness than academics. And that is because academics is something everybody's doing, and now you are doing something which nobody else is, or at least in your batch. And that will bring you so much more fulfillment, and even that will help you really excel at medical school, because now you're really opening up your brain to other possibilities in life. You're opening up your brain to acquiring other skills, to acquiring other knowledge. You're forming these new like neural pathways in your brain by learning other skills, by acquiring other talents. And I think that is so freaking amazing and so satisfying. So like, I don't know what you say, like, how do you say it, something that really gives you happiness, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the second episode of Grey Matters, and here's the link to the first episode where I talk about why I was wrong about medical school and becoming a doctor. And comment down below and let me know what you guys think about these raw, uncut style of videos. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care. Peace. Oh man.